Hey everyone, my name is Jessica, co-founder of Ditto, a tool for teams to manage their product text with a single source of truth and syncs from design all the way into production. A lot of times the text that's displayed in the UI has dynamic values inserted in between. This might include everything from names and numbers to selected values and links. However, at the moment, developers have to do this manually, pasting in the text from mockups, determining which parts should be dynamic, and making sure they match up with real data. Today, I'll be taking you through a walkthrough of a new feature in Ditto called Variables, which takes care of dynamic values in UI text from design to dev. I'll be taking you through a walkthrough with this design file I have here in Figma. I have our Figma plugin open in this file, and I've already linked this frame to a project in Ditto. I also have a corresponding web app set up with Ditto CLI and React SDK, which pulls in text from my specific Ditto project. Say in this screen in Figma, I actually want to include dynamic text, like addressing the user's first name here in this header. Without Ditto, a designer, writer, or PM would likely write an example first name here in the mockup, and then a developer would have to determine which portions of text in mockups are dynamic and then manually insert them. Instead, what I can do from either our Figma plugin or our web app is create or reuse a variable I have in my workspace in this text. So here, maybe I'll go ahead and insert a new variable. I'll create one called first name. I'll select the type because it's a name. It'll be a string. I'll go ahead and provide an example here. Maybe I'll provide my own name. And I can also provide a fallback that developers can use if for some reason that the data is not available. So maybe I'll provide just the word there. Once I go ahead and create and insert that variable, I can go ahead and save those edits, and you'll see that Ditto variables don't mess up with actual designs. They'll still display the UI as a user might encounter it, which in this case means showing the example value. However, variables inserted via Ditto get automatically formatted into strings fetched in development. That means if I go ahead and pull in the latest text via our CLI, so go ahead and perform a yarn sync, all a developer would have to do is link it up with their existing data, which I already have represented as this variable first name. So from the sync, you can see already here that that's displayed in the web app. Because the string is already formatted for the variable, I can dynamically swap out the value of that variable with no other changes. So here, if I want to switch that out to John, maybe I can go ahead and see that directly in our web app. So if you want to see the JSON that it's pulling from, I can open that up and you'll see that that variable is already interpolated here in the actual string itself. Hopefully, variables in Ditto make it super easy for designers to indicate areas of mockups that have dynamic copy and take the work out for developers in actually implementing it. At the moment, we support 3 different types of variables. We have strings, numbers, and links. You can try out variables by opening up our plugin in any Figma file or directly in our web app without our design side integration. If you get to try it out in your own workflow, please let us know what you think. Thanks, everyone.